What if I told you that to make $1.2 million a month, you only need to work 20 hours a week? You heard that right. 10 years ago, when I was building my first business through endless cycles of burnout, I would have had the same reaction as you just did. Then I discovered strategically designed frameworks that allowed me to remove myself from all of the chaos and live my dream life. Frameworks that let my team run the show while I focused on the big picture and travel the world. It doesn't involve sacrificing quality, hustling 24/7, or juggling everything yourself. The key ingredient? Systems that scale. On this channel alone, I've broken down many of the systems that I've designed and leveraged that have allowed me to run a portfolio of online businesses that pull in over $10 million a year while only spending about 20 hours a week on my business. Today, I'm giving you the 5 ingredients you need to design your own set of scalable systems. This isn't just some theory. This is the exact recipe I used to create systems that brought me from a life of burnout to a life of complete freedom over my time. Most people are just one system away from completely transforming their lives. And by the end of this video, you will be ready to unlock more freedom than you ever thought was possible. You'll have time to travel, work on what you love, and still grow a beautiful, systemized, and hyper-profitable business. Let's dive in. The first step is documentation, and I'm not talking about creating some boring manual that no one's gonna ever read. This is about setting the foundation for your freedom. If you walked away from your business tomorrow, would someone be able to take over seamlessly and do all the tasks that you do? Most founders would say, hell no. When I was working 14 hours a day back at my first startup, I felt like I was too busy to stop being busy. People told me to work on the business instead of in the business, but no one told me how. I should have delegated my busy work to free up time for higher level tasks. Instead, I just tried to add 4 hours of working on the business to my already 14-hour days, and it broke me. At my second business, Herb, I swore to myself that I'd never make this same mistake again. Today, I spend 37 minutes a month running Herb. My unpopular opinion these days is real success in entrepreneurship comes from strategic laziness, knowing when to work hard and when to delegate. I'm gonna show you the system I use to free up 20 hours a week and 10x my income. Here's what I want you to do. Start with a Google Doc and document every task you do, one by one. Write down the goals, the steps, and most importantly, the why behind each task. Why is this task essential? What's the bigger goal that it serves? Building a $10 million business starts with awareness and solid understanding of what consumes the time of the business and its key operators. You must start documenting all tasks you work on in any given month. The key here is to get certain tasks off your plate so you can achieve more time freedom in your life. But why do you even need time freedom? Time freedom is important to me because, I have big dreams outside of work. I want to travel to all 195 countries in the world. I want to have rich relationships with my friends and family, and I want to have systems that unlock all that freedom. If you want to travel the world, build systems. If you want to sell your business one day, build systems. If you want to work just 4 hours a day, build systems. Strong systems create a strong business. Make a habit of documenting one system every day. Tiny systems daily lead to massive freedom in the long term. Documenting is simple, so don't overcomplicate it. Stop being the bottleneck, start being the architect. Real success means working smart, not just hard. Now that you've begun documenting, you need to master slow recording. Here's where it gets fun. Too many founders have no clue how to build systems, and it kills your business. You think you need to show every new employee how to do their job in person, on meetings, and you just waste a ton of time. You feel like you have to answer every question from every client, from every employee. You have to do all the work, and this is what leads to burnout. But what if you could just clone yourself? That's exactly what we do with slow recording. Slow recordings are in-depth videos that give your team the perfect understanding of what they need to do to execute any given task effectively. For every key task, you're gonna record a 5-minute Loom video that's gonna walk them through each step. Loom is a tool that allows you to screen record your desktop, and it makes it easy to show people exactly what to do on any given task. Loom builds leverage. You no longer need to be on meetings constantly and repeating yourself. Keep it simple. Speak slowly, explain things as if you're talking to an 8th grader. This becomes your internal team university. Instead of training people live, they can just watch the recordings and learn exactly what to do and get to work. Here's a bonus tip. Add a bit of your personality to these recordings. You're building a culture, not just some task list. Your team will feel connected, inspired, and clear on exactly what they need to do. There are 3 possible excuses for why you don't have systems in your business. Number 1, you put off building systems because you're lazy. 2, you're too busy. Or 3, you just don't know how. Either way, you need to stop saying to yourself, someday I'll get around to it. Someday is a disease, and it will kill you. I live by the motto, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And when you're looking to build a sustainable business, you need sustainable systems. So how do you ensure your team uses the beautiful systems you create? You need a systems owner. This is where most systems fall apart. You can't just create a system and not have anyone actually own it. Each major system in your business needs a champion, someone responsible for keeping it up to date, optimizing it, and ensuring it runs smoothly. Not to mention keeping your team accountable to it. This is how you scale without just losing control. Here's what this looks like. Your chief of staff probably handles things like onboarding, team meetings, and project management systems. Your head of marketing owns content distribution, product launches, and social media systems. A finance manager is going to be responsible for things like projections, invoices, and cash flow. A chief revenue officer is responsible for things like sales systems, HubSpot systems, and your overall pitch script. Your goal is to make ownership part of your culture. This isn't just delegation, it's true freedom. Your team is there so you can rely on them. They're there to make your vision happen, so you can remove yourself from operations. Each system in your business needs an owner. Hiring, recruiting, audience growth, video editing, website design, sales, funnels, email automations, dashboards, and content. An example of a key systems owner I have in my business is an Athena executive assistant to effectively clone myself. It's amazing. Athena allows me to hire high-quality executive assistants for my portfolio of companies and multiply my effort, systems, and productivity. My Athena EA effectively takes care of any tasks outside of my core dream tasks so I can focus on my zone of genius. They do things like coordinating meetings, booking flights, managing my calendar, answering emails. I have all of that taken care of for me. Documentation plus recordings plus owners equals freedom. Now that you have documented tasks, recordings, and owners, you need a home for it all. This is your Notion company wiki. It's like a digital operating system where every process, every system, and every resource lives. In Notion, you're going to create a page for each department: marketing, sales, finance, operations, everything. Inside each page, store your top 5 systems from customer onboarding to finance tracking. This way, every team member knows where to find the information they need without needing you, which is going to save you a ton of time. This will be a breath of fresh air. Think of it as your business brain. Everything your team needs to know, all there in one place. With this, you remove friction, eliminate bottlenecks, and create a smooth, scalable workflow that keeps your business running whether you're there or not. All systems across your business should be neatly placed into your Notion company wiki. That way, new employees can reference it when they join, and people don't need to guess at where everything across the company is living. Let's get real for a second. There's something every single one of us has in common, whether we're making $50K a month or aiming for that $10 million a year milestone. Your personal brand is your biggest hidden asset. Most founders see their brand as just an online presence, but here's the kicker. A well-built brand is a magnet for opportunities, clients, and growth. It's a powerful machine that works even when you're not working. And I'm not just talking about being known. I'm talking about being trusted. People don't trust corporations. They trust people. They trust you. Take any major brand today as an example. Tesla, Airbnb, Virgin. The founders are the faces of these brands, and they're the ones that people connect with. Your personal brand isn't just a nice to have, it's the ultimate leverage point for growth. And here's why it's different from traditional marketing. A strong brand means clients come to you already convinced. Here's something that blew my mind when I first started building my brand. Most people think they have to be some star of the show, but the truth, people don't want a hero. They want a guide. They want someone who's been in the trenches, who's faced the exact same problems as they have. Instead of trying to think of yourself as a hero, think of yourself as a guide helping your dream customer conquer their own journey. For example, Talk about the times you've struggled to find clients, burned out, or failed. Then share how you solved it. That's what makes you relatable. It's gonna make you trustworthy and someone worth listening to. People buy into your story and your energy long before they buy your product. Here are just a few of the tools I use to automate my personal brand growth. Hypefury helps me with posting and automating messages. Taplio X streamlines my research and helps me source viral topics. ChatGPT helps me rapidly come up with 30+ new content ideas in just 30 seconds. Athena gives me affordable executive assistants to help with research, organization, and project management. And then Yesware is amazing for automating my email follow-up process and drive leads through my content. A powerful personal brand isn't generic. It's specific, it's original, and it stands out. I'm not here to promote hustle culture. I'm here to show you a new way to scale. Your personal brand is an appreciating asset. Imagine a world where your content, your message, and your brand are working 24/7 to generate leads, clients, and sales for you. Your content is a salesperson that never sleeps. That's the power of a well-built, profitable personal brand. It's not about ego. It's about creating something that lasts, something that resonates, and something that drives exponential growth to your business. Here's what happens when these 5 pieces all fall into place. Your business becomes a self-sustaining machine. Suddenly, your day-to-day stress is gone. You're no longer the bottleneck, and you have the freedom to focus on the big picture in your life and the growth of your business. This is what changed my life. When I committed to these systems, I unlocked time, freedom, and insane growth. I went from being a slave to my business to being a Zen CEO, designing my life exactly how I wanted it. If you're a founder and you're feeling trapped, maybe you're feeling stressed, or constantly putting out fires, I'm telling you there's a better way. I've built a company that now runs on autopilot and pulls in over $840K monthly, but it took me 8 years to learn how to do this. I battled the chaos of hustle culture daily. It's a disease every modern entrepreneur has faced. Then I realized that hustle does not equal productivity. Don't let your business run your life. Set up these 5 pillars and reclaim your time. And if you want my exact templates, frameworks, systems, and support from an amazing community of founders, check out FounderOS Plus. It's where I share everything that brought me here today, and so you can make it happen for yourself. Like and subscribe, and welcome to the Founder Freedom Movement.